Welcome to Green Energy Futures, your guide to the green energy revolution that's already underway. Hi, David Dodge here for Green Energy Futures. For most, the term straw-bale home probably conjures up images of the three little pigs and their unfortunate run-in with the big bad wolf. But all over Alberta, we're seeing straw-bale homes pop up that are anything but a fairy tale.
Hi, my name's Nora Bumanis, and this is my straw-bale home. Why don't you come on in and I'll show you around.
Nora Bumanis is the harpist with the Edmonton Symphony Orchestra. Her home is made of straw-bale, although you wouldn't know it from looking at it.
Being a musician, I'm always looking for a place where I can practice and teach that's soundproof. And the builder actually approached me at a symphony concert and asked me if musicians were struggling with soundproofing in their homes. And I said yes, and he told me about this project and invited me to come take a look, and it sold. It was great.
It was straw-bale builder and expert Habib Gonzalez of Sustainable Works who approached Bumanis. The home is beautiful, with its concrete floors, floor-to-ceiling windows, and rooftop veranda. You'd never know this triplex home in Edmonton, Alberta is straw-bale, except for one thing.
Then I discovered the wonderful benefits of straw-bale. It's warm in the winter, it's cool in the summer. My highest heating bill has been $60 in the last 6 or 7 years, so it's been really great.
Nora Bumanis' home is fairly standard aside from construction materials. But what if you want to go all the way to net zero? Enter the second half of our tale of two straw-bale homes. 40 kilometers east of Red Deer, Alberta, near Buffalo Lake, Lance and Wendy Olson are putting the finishing touches on their dream home. After building and living in a 2,500 square foot residence in Calgary, they wanted to do something smaller, something more environmentally friendly. So they partnered with SAIT and Habib Gonzalez to build an innovative net zero straw-bale home.
We've got straw-bale insulation, and we've got rammed earth walls on the inside. We'll be net zero is the goal, so we'll be able to be totally off the grid. No gas, it's just going to be electrical and, water. We've dug our own well, which is in behind the house.
It takes a little imagination at this stage, but the entire front of this home will be a sun porch or a greenhouse.
And all that sun is going to shine through. And this is the mass wall I was telling you about, the rammed earth wall that we've put the PEX tubing inside. And it's already, of course, plumbed to our mechanical area.
The rammed earth wall is partly aesthetic and partly functional. It will harvest passive solar energy that comes in through the greenhouse. Lance explains the straw-bale walls.
So basically, we've got 18 inches of straw-bale stuffed into this wall. We're going to end up putting wire mesh all the way around, and it'll go right up to this J molding. So there'll be straw through here, and then we'll stitch it, and then we'll mud it. So we'll put a plaster coating over top. The windows will go from the J molding out to this surface. We've got about 5.5 inches of rock salt insulation like this in that wall, in that cavity on this side, and then we'll put sheathing on and we'll plaster the outside.
Rebecca Davidson from SAIT explains the home's innovative solar thermal heating system.
The first is the solar thermal flat plate collectors, which are on the roof. The second is a wood stove with a wetback function to it. The third is the electric backup on those tanks. And the fourth is actually an experimental feature, which is a rammed earth wall with hydronic loops running through it that we're hoping to wick some of the heat out of that south wall and take it back to our tanks.
The home will get all of its energy for heating from the sun. It will have no gas hookup.
SAIT is interested in straw-bale as an alternative form of building. One of our key research areas is looking at alternative and advanced building assemblies. So the straw-bale, while it's not necessarily advanced, it's pretty old, in fact, way of building, it is alternative to the norm. So looking at how that fits in with a green building and educational standpoint, that's our interest.
Straw-bale expert Habib Gonzalez has built more than 100 straw-bale homes. He says the origins of straw-bale date back to the sandhills of Nebraska, where settlers used straw because it was all they could get their hands on. Today, straw-bale construction is a much more mature concept that appeals to people who want to get involved in building their own environmentally friendly home.
It's the aesthetic of an owner-built home. That's simple, it has huge environmental value in that it uses a recycled material and it gives back a very high energy efficiency for heating and cooling. All of that appeals.
The Olsons are not only involved in building their dream home, they're building community. There were a dozen friends and family and SAIT people there helping the day we visited. But in the beginning, Wendy Olson wasn't totally on board with the straw-bale idea.
So when you first envisioned straw-bale, what was the picture?
Three Little Pigs house.
So what do you think now?
It's a piece of art. Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
My favorite part is yet to come, and that's going to be to design inside. Like do the interior,
Right.
the cabinets, all of that stuff. He's doing the sort of
The structure.
bulky
Yeah, the
stuff,
bulk.
and I'm going to do the artistic stuff.
I think
Right.
for me, my favorite part is the rammed earth walls. You know, just the look, the color, how
Yeah.
they turned out.
Yeah.
I'm very, very happy with the end result.
Well, that's all for our look at straw-bale homes. Want more? Check out our blog, podcast, and photos at greenenergyfutures.ca. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos. For Green Energy Futures, I'm David Dodge. Check out our story on another DIY off-grid net zero home, the Kinney Family Earthship. It even has a greenhouse on the front for growing tomatoes in January.